Big Man back again with another reaction video. So what's going on today, guys? I'm just chilling, right? And I found this video. For me, I believe this video is the most dumbest video I have seen in a while. This guy is mostly trying to discredit Messi's Copa America tournament, and trying to cloud it with racism, right? This is the statement of this video. Lionel Messi, legacy, and racism.
That Argentinians are painted in this light because it's not the first time that behavior like this happens, and Argentinians are racist is what the headline ends up being. And the fact that it's routine, I think, speaks to a reality of a certain aspect of Argentine culture. And we can delve into the reasons. We've talked a lot about this off air as to the reasons why in Argentina these conversations aren't being had. There's systemically, there are no black people anymore in Argentina for hundreds plus years at this point. So how are conversations in Argentina going to be had to move the needle on coming to grips or reckoning with a racial issue in Argentina? Because if the large majority of public opinion believes something, that'll be a certain truth in Argentina. And I'm by no means am I trying to justify anything that's going on and anything that was sung and that was chanted. I'm trying to give a reason as to why the mentality is like this. But from the players who have a wider perspective of the world, you should expect better. They should know better. And it's embarrassing for them because the moment that went on Instagram Live, you're not being judged in your Argentine context anymore. Your behavior and your actions and the way that you speak is subject to scrutiny by the world. And when the world scrutinizes the words that you're saying, it's their racist chance. And Argentines will, I've been reading a lot of Argentines saying, no, but that's the truth. The French players have African heritage. Yeah, but you know what?
Okay, let's talk about this. Before we dive to the real video, this is not the guy. After this guy, this is a guy who's going to speak a lot of dumb things, right? Even us Africans, we are also guilty of saying that the French team is mostly using African players to win most of their tournaments, right? It's not only Argentinians, bro. Even Africans, bro. Even Africans are racist against French.
In the chat.
Bombshell today, Lionel Messi.
This is the guy who's gonna speak some dumb things. Some dumb things. He's the one who made me do this video. This guy is just gonna speak some dumb things, my brother.
At the center of controversy, but it's the Argentinian team. Anyway, I know by now you've heard the news. It's been splashing all over social media and mainstream media. But today I just want to be able to bring a different aspect. There seems to be
Let's hear your expert,
an
bro.
aspect of this scandal that nobody is talking about.
Okay.
And so to help you understand that, I have to ask you a question. When these national team players, Argentinian national team players, sang or were racially chanting against black players or African players,
Nah, they are racially chanting against French players, not African players. They are basically calling them on their African side, bro. That's the only thing they were saying. They were not being racist. Yeah, you can say they were being racist, but they were not really being racist. Right? They were not really being racist. And this guy has to drag Messi into this dumb statement, bro.
Really was the motive? What really was driving them? What is this all about? Now,
let's listen to this guy for a minute, guys. Then I'm gonna give my opinions. That just to fight his statements, cause let's be honest, right? The Argentina chanting the French that French song that they had, right? Against the French players. They're basically saying that most of these guys that are playing for the French team, most of them are Africans. right? They were just basically calling them out on their African side. Same thing as what Kendrick is doing to Drake right now. It's basically the same thing, right? The reason why this video is annoying me, this guy is basically trying to discredit Argentina by winning the Copa America and trying to make everyone hate Argentina. Let's go.
Of things, and I'll be able to share from a professional point of view from other
I want to tell you the truth. This is not professional at all.
professionals, of course, what their take is. But one thing is being avoided. Something is not being brought to light with regards to why these players behaved the way that they did.
What's that?
So stay tuned, and I'm going to bring that out. But let's first of all, let's discuss some interesting aspects of this whole scandal, in as far as it relates to the sport of football. I started by showing you that clip so that you are able to see that the things that I'm sharing are not just my opinions.
Okay.
Right? But I share these opinions with other professionals. All right. Now, those of you that don't really understand what happened here, in case you're not very keen on football, we had a final of the Copa America, which happened in the US on the 1st of July, that was won by Argentina. And congratulations, Argentina, once again. But it was quickly spoiled by some scandal that involved a chance of racism.
Nah, it was never spoiled. The media is trying to spoil it. We are still celebrating, my brother. Relax.
Through a song. And I know a number of you have seen the video. Maybe in case you've not seen it, let me refresh your mind or bring you into what exactly happened. This is the song that the Argentinian players were singing. People who understand Spanish have said that they were singing about French players of African descent, saying that they have Nigerian fathers and a Cameroonian mother, and then they have a French passport and things like that. Now, as you've heard from some of the experts, obviously right now, they were not singing about the European players who also have a similar situation where maybe they have a Scandinavian father and a German mother, and then ended up having an Italian passport. We're not singing about those people. That's where the racism kicks in. That's what shows.
He's basically saying the chanting, they are mostly chanting because these guys are black. Hell no, bro. That's not the true statement. We all know the true statement.
It was racism. All right? So, so far what we know is that the sports minister in Argentina has been fired for demanding that Lionel Messi should apologize. Now,
yeah, why do you have to drag Messi into this, bro? Why are you dragging Messi into this? Don't drag Messi into this. That's why he was fired. He was not doing his job properly. Don't drag Messi into this, my brother.
So it was in line for this sports minister in Argentina, to request that Lionel Messi should apologize. Now, you've seen on the title, probably when you were coming to this video, you saw that there was a statistic there showing the comparison between Lionel Messi and a player I think is the king of football.
Nah, man, it's just Ronaldo fans creating some dumb statements. You know, they want to discredit Messi for his greatness. We all know that. Just relax, bro. Continue with this proper statement, not the football team.
So the other thing that he said, systemically, there are no more black people in Argentina. This has been systemically done. So, which is why, for me personally, I don't think that banning these players or charging them or whatever disciplinary action is taken against them is going to solve this problem of racism in football. They should be charged. There should be pause. As Nico Kanta said, there's been systemic. Who started that problem? Europeans. Have Europeans taken of black people for starting this system of eradicating black people and erasing their history? This was begun by Europeans, white Europeans, just like Brazil. You saw a video I did on racism, Europeans, and erasing their history. This was begun by Europeans, white Europeans, just like Brazil, This was begun by Europe hating black people and erasing their history. This system of eradicating, for starting this, have Europeans taken responsibility and apologized to the world, or Africans or black people, for starting this system of eradicating black people and erasing their history? This was begun by Europeans, white Europeans, just like Brazil. You saw a video I did on racism in Brazil. If you've not seen it, go and watch it.
He's blaming the white people now. He's blaming the white people. Come on, bro. Relax.
Racism in Brazil. Again, there's comprehensive coverage of how white people systemically erased black people. And even...
How did he erase them when the French team is mostly black people, bro? Man, this guy, man.
Up until today, black people are pushed into poor communities and they suffer at the hands of the police. It's still going on today.
Not every country, bro. That statement is crap. I'm from South Africa, right? We don't suffer from the hands of the police. Nah, bro. In South Africa, it's more relaxed. There's still racism. I won't lie. Let's say there's still racism. But most of the time, if you're afraid of the popo in South Africa, you might be doing crime. You might be smoking some weed. You might be selling some weed. Or some other dumb stuff, bro. It's not mostly because you're black. Relax, bro.
Has anybody taken responsibility for that? They've not. So we can pull out these players and single them out and make them as an example. But even they themselves are victims of a system. And FIFA has to be in the forefront of confronting this thing. These players are simply pawns of a system that was established by Europeans. They are pawns.
Everyone is a pawn. Even us, you're pawns. Come on, relax.
Simply getting into a culture that was established for them. They were taught this thing and they have learned well. Nico Kanta asked the question, why is this mentality among the Argentinians? Why?
It's not among the Argentinians, bro. It's among the whole world, bro. Let's be honest. The French team is the most criticized team in the world. Even Africans criticize the French team for being too African to be French. These are the statements that I always hear from Africans. The guys that he's trying to defend. Every time when the African teams are knocked out of the, what do we call it, the international tournaments, and this is the statements that I always hear. We still have one African team in the tournament, and they're always referring to France, bro. They are always referring to France. Second statement that I always hear from African people. Morocco looks more French than French players. Those are the statements that I'm always hearing, bro. It's not a racist thing, bro. It's just how most of the world feel about the French team, right? And now this guy is trying to discredit Messi's legacy by just saying that Messi's legacy has been painted by racism. Hell no, bro. You are the only one painting it with racism. I might say some things that people don't like. If you don't like what I said on the comment section, you can jump in, discuss this thing. So stop doing this thing of yours, my guy, of acting like the Argentinians. They were just targeting the French team because they just hate black people. Nah, they were just calling them out on their African origin side, which they never represent. That's it, bro. So guys, if you want to say something or if you want to make this a debate, you can go to the comment section and we can talk about this. So guys, if you enjoy my video, please subscribe and please request videos that you want me to do a reaction on, and I promise I will do a reaction on those videos. Guys, I'm out, man.